how to qualify to write covered calls. In this video I'm going to show two things. I'm going to go over two things. First, I'm just going to do a quick review on how to set up an account and some things you might want to look for. And two, how to qualify and take you through a step-by-step to fill out the application on how to qualify to write covered calls and all the process that goes through with that. Ready to get going? Let's check her out. Okay, setting up your own account. If you've never had an account before set up, as far as a trading account, I've lit the video here that gives you a rough idea, some kind of an idea anyway, on what it is to set up an account. It's an experience I've had. Basically, there's just a few things you want to look for: monthly fee, how much they're paying, if they have a U.S. side, if that's something you're interested in investing in the U.S. or you want a Canada side. If you're, of course, going with Tyrone, it's all U.S., so you're going to want a U.S. side account, and which is easy too. That's free to set up. So basically, you're just going to get your account set up first. It can be either a tax-free savings account, which I recommend to start it with first, so you're not getting taxed while you're building stuff up and while you're training and learning, and then move into a cash account margin after. And some of the things you might want to look at too is what you can do inside the account to make sure you are qualified. And in the beginning, all you're going to be able to do is just invest and be able to sell your stock that you have, buy some more. You can buy and sell stock, but you're going to need that level 1 to be able to do covered calls. And that's the second part that I'm going to explain to you right now. And the first part, like I said, if you want to check out some more videos, I have a video that gives you a rough idea on setting up an account. Okay, number 2, second part.
Okay, first before the application, here are the different levels. What do they mean? Level 1 is just for covered calls, and that's all we're going to be talking about today, is just for level 1, because that's all you're going to need. As you carry on and you want to get more and do more, then you're going to need a level 2. Then you'll be able to buy and sell leaps as well. And then you want to keep going to level 3, which is really the top level, and that's to be able to do spreads. I haven't quite got there yet, I'm just at level 2. However, these are the levels, but again, we're just going to be focused on covered calls for today. So let's go back to that and let's look at that application. Okay, so the easiest way to find the application is just Google it. It's the easiest way. Rather than trying to go in the site, just Google it and it'll bring you up that SIT 503. And here's what it looks like. It's just an application for an upgrade. So here's some little things that you want to do. For myself, I'd already been studying. I hadn't been really doing much of investing because I didn't have any money, so I started putting money away and then started investing. So really for the first year and a half, I was just investing and practicing on paper. So for the past investment experience, well, it was on paper, but it was with stocks and options. Now I did go and put that my investment knowledge was low at that time because it really was. I only had about a year and a half of practicing and learning. So go ahead and you put a year there, and then now fixed assets, that's like your house, something that's solid that you can't sell like really quick. So anyway, you put in what your house is worth. Liquid assets, that'd be like your car or whatever you would have around your house, or whatever you have that you can sell really quickly and be able to have that money out of that. So just total that all up. That's what they're looking for. And then you give it your total net worth. These numbers were screwing around, 750,000, whatever. Anyway, just to make the example of what was there. But that's what you do for that part, for net worth. That's what they're looking for. And just when they want to find out how many years have you been investing in options, this is where it might be difficult, depending on where you're at. But I had a year of practicing in. So I put 1 year. And that's what you should be putting, because if you've been practicing for a year, you have got the knowledge of a year of investing, and that's what you want to put in there. And then, of course, who you're employed with and all those other things. Then down here, see the different options you get, the level 1, 2, 3, and 4? We're just going for the covered writing. The covered call writing, and that's it. We're not doing anything else today, just with covered call writing. And the rest is just you fill out your name and your account number. Everything else is pretty much straightforward. Then you're going to have to do a phone interview with them, where they're going to be asking some questions just to make sure you know what you're getting into, what the risks are, and basically the problems I had, not problems, but the questions that were running a little tough for me was when it gets called away, how far out of the money before it gets called away? Well, apparently it's just 1 cent. So if it's 1 cent over what the strike price is, it'll get called away automatically. So that was a catcher for me. I didn't understand the question, but thought I'd pass that one along to you. Anyway, as long as you know how to do a covered call, the ins and outs of them, and if you've been studying Tyrone for a little bit, shouldn't have any problem answering those questions, and that'll get you qualified. However, make sure you're well versed and everything, and because if you don't get it right, you have to wait about 6 months to be able to call back and do it again. So no pressure, but just make sure you know your stuff good. That's all. So there you go. There's some tips and hints to help you out to get started writing covered calls and how to qualify. Thanks for watching, and take care.